Hi there, we're the Baba family. Tonight we are going to make egg protector cases. So we are going to run you through our process and show you some of our ideas. So we'll be right back with you in a minute and we're going to show you all the stuff that we're going to use and some of the ideas that we have. Okay, so we have gathered our materials and we're going to show you some of the things that we have that we're going to experiment with. So to start, we have scissors and a hole punch. We have rubber bands. We have straws.
We have eggs.
We have plastic eggs because we don't want to mess with real ones just yet. We have tape. We have craft sticks from our other experiments. We have plastic containers, cups, balloons, lunch bags, pipe cleaners, more cups. We have more rubber bands and clips. We have yarn and twine. We have, cotton balls. We have some mylar left over from some balloons that we saw. We are making egg drops. So what we're doing is we're taking an egg and we're building a contraption around it, and we're going to drop our egg from a pretty high height, and we're going to see if we can keep our eggs from breaking. So we've all built our own designs, and I'm going to show you some of my ideas. When we're all done, I'm going to put some pictures at the end of some of the ideas that we've seen on Pinterest, and I would love to see your ideas. So when we're all done here, post your ideas down below. Tag me if you've done this. We'd love to see it. So I'm going to show you some of my ideas to keep our eggs from breaking. Hold on. All right, so my first one is this one. So I've taken a yogurt container, I put a balloon on the bottom, and then the egg, and then a balloon on the top, and then I put a rubber band around it just to keep it all together. And the idea is that when it falls, that egg will be cushioned between the two balloons. We'll see how this one works. My next idea is I've used craft sticks, and I used rubber bands to absorb that fall. So I have my egg here, I built two triangles, pinned it, and then I built some cross beams around and rubber banded them in. This is one of the ideas I think I'm most confident in, so I'll be interested to try this one with a real egg tomorrow. My next idea, we took a hole punch, and I punched holes around the outside here, stretched my rubber bands between them, and I cut a straw to hold my rubber bands on the side, stuck the rubber bands through, pinned my egg between so that when it drops, hopefully, it will be absorbed. This is my next idea. Okay, then I used a grocery bag. I used pipe cleaners to connect it, hooked them in again with the hole punch here. Inside, I have the cotton balls. You see inside there? So there's cotton balls on the bottom, and then the egg, and then I just put some of our old plastic on top and rubber banded that down to kind of hold it all together. I think this one will be okay. And lastly, oh no, I have two more. I'll show you this one first.
Oh yeah,
so
that
this one,
cool.
I don't really think is gonna work. So I used my same idea where I used rubber bands to absorb the shock here, and I used an old lunch bag as kind of a parachute, but I'm really having trouble getting this thing to stay upright. So I don't think this will work so well, and I'm not really sure about the parachute. Also, when it falls, I'm not sure how well it'll do absorbing the shock. So we'll have to see how this one does tomorrow. And then this one, I think, is my crowning glory. So this one, I cut straws as a shock absorber on the bottom as landing gear. I used hot glue on these ones here, and then I built my shock absorber situation here, and then I used it in combination with a parachute. So I think this one is going to work the best. And then I will pass it over to the kiddos, and they'll show you some of their designs.
My turn.
All right.
Now here's one of my designs. This is the one that I tested to see if it works before. And as you can see, it worked. But I'm wondering, if I drop it on the grass, on the cement, in the wood of our kitchen, what difference is it going to make? So I have this one, and I did the same materials, but like this. So I put these on, so these can open. The air will come in while it's falling, but then will close. Then it will get shut, and it'll go. And the egg will be so squished in there that it will just like be hard. And I feel bad about it because Mom said we're like gonna drop it from the roof onto the driveway. I'm like, I'm not prepared for that. That's why I got these balloons, and so the air. I'm hoping they have the little craft. They will get full and then it will float down.
What materials did you use on the inside? How's it protecting your egg?
Well, I used some.
Cotton balls?
I use these cotton balls, so like when it moves all around, and like when it falls, it will go thump on cotton balls and get on this one. So this is what we're normally using. This is the main thing. The main thing of this experiment is the egg. So the kind of game is, whatever we're doing, the game is you try to throw it down with your material, pretend this was in. You try to throw it down with your material and not letting the egg break. The egg breaks, I mean, you're out. But then there's, we're gonna use an actual egg to use it. So I'm scared about that. And I didn't know about the rubber bands to put in, but I'm just thinking, I know if you stretch a lot, so when it lands, I think it would stretch a little bit and come back. I'm hoping that I know it's not gonna work, but I think that when it thumps, that it will stretch, grab the egg, and come back, and the rubber bands will be tied to it. Like when I took this out, the rubber bands were all tied to this, so I had to take it out. Another material I used was 6, one of the main things, and cups. We have a lot more over there. Let's see if I can grab them. I got these cups. I don't know if I can fit in the camera, but we got all these.
All right.
6. And we used the 6 that we used last experiment. And these are for letting the air in. So they can open like.
Okay,
So,
we're gonna show you some of the other designs now.
Yeah. Bye. Go to Jackson.com.
All right, so this is my design that I made. So I tied a bunch of balloons so it'll hopefully slow it down as it falls. And then inside of my cup, first we just used the little hole punch and just tied some string to it, to the balloons. And then got some tongue depressors in there.
Crop sticks.
They look like tongue depressors, they're similar. And inside, there's a couple of them to kind of hold it stable. I put a couple cotton balls in there so it won't move too much. And then when you put the ones in the top, like that, then hopefully that egg shouldn't be able to move very much. And with how slow, hopefully it will be falling from being attached to the balloons, hopefully it won't break, but we'll see.
What materials I used were string or yarn to hold it up. What is this called?
Mylar.
Mylar. It's just this stuff to put around it. I was going to use these craft sticks to make a lid, but then I figured out, well, we're gonna take these eggs out soon, so I might as well just take them all off and redo that. So that is what I did. Yeah, so then I'll show you the inside. So I just had a rubber band around it so that it'd stay up, because I mean that's what we have to do around it unless I want to do a staple or something. But that wouldn't really work. So let me get it open and I'll show you what's inside. So just lift that off really quickly.
That won't work.
I used some plastic Easter eggs and I made little eyeballs on them. So what I thought would work the best is putting cotton balls in them. So I thought like what we used for the tin whistles would work perfectly. So I glued a whole bunch of cotton balls around it so that it would work. So I'm hoping that that works. So then I made a little hole right here so I can just stuff my eggs in. I think it's going to work because of the cotton balls. I think that I think it'll work. I think I did a pretty nice job. This is the only one I made, and I was working on another one, but I haven't finished it yet. It's this one. And so this is easy, and I'm going to talk about this. So it has an egg in it, so you can't see it because there's two cups. And I'm going to try to save it because with how much tape it has, I'm thinking that this one's going to win. So I don't know how I will put the egg in. I can just destroy this pot and then put the egg in and then I sit it in. And then, so if I drop it up, the egg won't break. But that's a button pot. So I was trying to make a balloon right here, but it didn't. So I just made it like this because it actually sticks the like. And then I don't know if it stand up, like if I drop it, I don't know if I go like that, like, see, it just falls down. But the egg is not broken, that's the goal. We're playing a game, you can't break the egg. So, then you use hard ones to put in it. And so you can hear the egg shaking, and I can do this, and you can hear the egg. So you can just tell me on zt.com. Bye. So, hi. Today I'm gonna show how I did my designs. The first one I made. The second one that I actually made was this one. And this one I'm not confident because I'm really not confident that the egg, like I don't know if the egg will fit. The other one I made this one that has a bunch of cotton balls and it has this material that I can use, but I need a lot of more cotton balls. So I might as well take some out of here. And so, bye. Hi, I'll see you again. I made another egg drop thing. So, it's an alien ship one. It's an alien ship one. So when it lands, hopefully it lands like this. I made it so you can hold it. Like you can take the tape off if you want. And you can like hold it. How you can change the egg is the egg is super tight in there, so it's a little bit hard to get it out. But when you get it out, you can just put another egg in there. This is his little bow tie right here. I thought that'd be cute, so I just wrapped that around him. So it looks like he's wearing something or has a bow tie or something. So you just shut your little thing in there. I actually think that when I put an egg in it tomorrow, I actually think that I'm still going to put an eyeball on it for fun to make it look like an alien ship. So it's back here. You can move it forward to make it look like the top of the alien ship. I don't have clear one of these. So I put straws at the bottom. I used an Easter egg. What is this called again? Mylar. I used Mylar. Sorry, Mylar. For the top, it's if you guys want them, I'm sure we can drop some. I used rubber bands to go around. For one, I actually just rubber band. For the other one, I decided it'd be easier to just glue them. So one of them's rubber banded and one of them's glued. And then this is how I did it. So maybe not. So I made like a triangle shape like this. I just hot glued it to make it go like this. After I did that, I made two of them. So for example, this is another one. I made two of them. Then I guess you only need one. I made, so you can make it like this, and then you get like an Easter egg. I have one beside me. You get an Easter egg. Oh yeah, so I had to put popsicle sticks like this because an egg would just fall right through like this. So what I did was I glued a few popsicle sticks like this, and then it'd be hard for the egg to get in and out. So that is my other one.
All right, hey guys. So we just finished launching all of our stuff out the window. Some of our contraptions made it and some of them didn't. So the kids wanted to make a quick video and show you why their things worked and what things didn't. But first I wanted to read to you some of the science that we talked about yesterday that I mentioned, but I thought it'd actually just be really helpful if I read it to you. So what did you observe? What are some of the factors we can consider when engineering our egg protectors? We have already learned that gravity will pull down equally on objects dropped from the same height. That means that even if they are different weights, they'll fall at the same speed. Only air resistance and aerodynamics can change how fast our objects will fall. Why would we want to slow down the fall of our egg? Newton's second law of motion, force equals mass times acceleration, shows us that if you lower the acceleration, you will bring down the force. We can help our egg land with less force if we try to design aerodynamics that actually increase air resistance. Another factor to consider from Newton's second law is mass. Even though a heavier object will not fall faster, it will land harder because it will exert more force. If our eggs are all equal weight, then different weights of the egg protectors can affect how hard our eggs will land. The lighter, the better. We also need to think about the stored up potential energy we have when we hold our eggs at the top of a stairwell or ladder. Letting go will convert it all into kinetic movement energy. When they land, we want our egg protectors to absorb as much of that force as possible. If our design can absorb the energy, we can save the egg from cracking on impact. Lastly, you might want to consider the design of the egg itself. Which part of the egg shell is the strongest? So when we were doing our projects and dropping them out the window, we definitely found that the things that slowed down the egg's fall was a lot more useful than the ones that absorbed the energy. But doing those things in combination, we had the most luck. So it's a really windy day, so you'll see when we show you our drops that some of the things that should have worked kind of got blown out of the way. So I think our parachutes and our balloons to slow down the drop were our best designs, but because it was windy, you couldn't really see that. So again, if you have something that you want to show us, we really want to see it. So I will click it over now and you can see us actually dropping our eggs out the window. Lynn, come to Mom.